Gachagua, the man from Wamunyoro, has finally launched his party. He has finally launched his political movement vehicle. You know, Gachagua has been saying, oh, I'm going to launch a party, oh, I'm going to launch a party, oh, nini, nini. And it has taken quite a long time. And there was a time he almost launched the party, and then he ended up, Adi akaita press, he said all manner of things that he was going to launch the party. People gathered at his place for the launch of the party. That did not happen. And now he has come out to launch the party. And I think in this video, we're just going to look at what is the name of the party, what is the repercussion, what is the benefit, what does it stand for him now that he has a party, what is the way forward for his party. So before I go into the details, if you are new to this platform and you're coming here for the first time, let me give you a second to subscribe and to hit the notification bell so that anytime I post a video, you will always be the first to watch. So kindly do so, na kama kawaida, I'll be back. Yes, thank you for everyone who has subscribed, and for the return subscribers, I really appreciate you guys. I don't take you for granted. You are the one who has helped this channel to grow until where it is. We are on the road to 3,000 subscribers. Kindly, if you have not subscribed, support us by subscribing. And I also have my number here for those who have been sending something to that number. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Now back to my video. I have said that Gachagua has launched a party by the name DCP, Democratic Citizen Party, something. Yes, Democratic Citizen Party. That is the party that he has launched, and the slogan is Tusikize wa Kenya. That is the party that they have launched finally. So watch this video. As I always told you that hapa lazima tukuje na makalatas. We just don't talk out of nothing. So watch this video and then I'll come back. We'll dive deep into the analysis of that party and Gachagua, the man from Wamunyoro. So watch this na kama kawaida, I'll be back.
DCP, the truthful man and an honest man. I keep my word and my promises. I detest lies. And that is why I disagreed with the liar number one. We finally have a political party that belongs to all of us, where every Kenyan is treated equally. Our new party is Democracy for the Citizens Party. Our party slogan is Sikiza wa Kenya. But if Kenyans want, they can always interchange it with Sikiza ground. Our party symbol is a listening ear. So, tukisema DCP, unasema Sikiza ground? DCP? DCP? Ama Sikiza ground? DCP? 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 Tuko hapo.
You have watched the video. Yes, it's finally here. The party is finally here. And the colors, as you can see, the colors are kinda almost similar to that of UDA. And I think he has done this strategically. But let us look at the name, Democratic Citizen Party. You know, Gachagua has been moving on the ground that yeye anasikiza ground. Yeye anafanya everything ndio, like ataki cooperate bila kusikiza ground. And he has said that he has been consulting. You remember kumekuwa na meetings pale kwake Wamunyoro. People have been coming there. He has been meeting leaders all the time. He has been traveling to other regions and doing interviews. Like recently he was doing interview. He was in Kisii and he did an interview with the media, the Kisii, where he talked about so many other things, including attacking Raila, and so many other things. And the way he attacks Ruto, that is like a cliche for him. He always does that all the time. So he kept on doing that, and now things are he has reached that point that he felt like there was need to launch this party. So let's look at it first. The number of appointments that aliweka kwa hiyo party, he has appointed quite a number of people, and so there's some common faces like Kate Waruguru is there, Linturi is there, this other guy Antonani Malala. In fact, Malala is the deputy party leader. Of course, the party leader is Gachagua, but the deputy leader is Malala. But he has appointed people from other regions. So why do I feel like he did this? He did this because he wanted to give his party a national face outlook. He didn't want to look it. Hakuwa anataka party yake ionekane kama it's just a party that is associated with the people of Mount Kenya. So that is why he did that. He has given it a national outlook, and I think it's a good approach for a start. But I know those ones there are just cosmetic, because at the end of the day, the person who always calls the shot is the party leader. Yes, of course. So that is what he did. That's the first thing he has did. He has done. He has brought in a lot of people. The party organs, the party leadership, it's so broad. Iko kubwa sana. He has appointed close to 10 people, not even 10, close, even more than 10 as the whole lineage. So that is a good move. For Gachagua, that's a good move. Now, why has he launched this party early? Gachagua has decided to launch the party early because maybe he understands that the sooner he starts, the party gains nini on the ground, popularity on the ground, the better. Because people kept on pestering him. Tunaingia kwa party gani, tunataka kutoka UDA, especially people from Mount Kenya. Leaders from Mount Kenya wanted to leave UDA, but they didn't know where they are going. So I think Gachagua felt that there was a need before someone else comes and hijacks the process and brings another party to counter that people are going to move into. He has decided to act early and launch his party mapema, so that people who are agitated and people who feel like they cannot longer stay in UDA, especially in the Mount Kenya region, can move to that party. The consequences of launching the party mapema, the consequences of course are there, because when you launch this party as like 2 years to the election, there are some dire consequences. Number one, you'll get people to infiltrate that party and try to disorganize it from within. That is number one. The president will have people who will infiltrate that party. Those officials will be bribed. The president can bribe even those officials to make sure that they either disrupt the party or either they make sure that the party doesn't go as far as it is. So that is number one disadvantage of launching your party early. Because at the end of the day, you have people who are just there like spies and everything, and they are being used to make sure that the party doesn't go anywhere. Because the best way of destroying such a party is to fight it from within while it's still young. Is to show people that this party doesn't have unity. People are still fighting in this party while it's still young, while it's still on the stage of growing. So that people feel like, hapa hatuoni future. So that's number one thing. And then, this party now, there are so many parties in Mount Kenya. We all know, kuna PNU, kuna ile ya Madhakarua, kuna Madhakarua, I think it's PDP, and then kuna ile Mbas, and then kuna so many other parties. Kuna DP, and all those parties. So why does Gachagua's party stand out? Gachagua is currently I think is the most influential political leader in Mount Kenya region. And I think everyone will want to associate with him. So he stands the benefit of making the party big, especially in Mount Kenya. Now that it is the one that people are really looking up to him. You know, Gachagua, ever since he started politics, he has never formed a political party. This is the first time he's forming a political party. He was in Jubilee, and then he went to UDA, and right now he has his own party. And now Gachagua is like the king of Mount Kenya politics. Now everyone will want to associate with him, and for you to associate with him, you will not have any other option but to join his party. And that is a big step for him to at least consolidate his support base, consolidate people in the Mount Kenya region, so that when it comes to now who will be the flag bearer in 2027, and when it comes to negotiation in 2027, the answer will be clear that Gachagua will have a vehicle and he'll have people behind him to negotiate. So that's a good thing. If it's like it's a good thing, I know that party will gain a lot of popularity in Mount Kenya. In fact, it will gain instant popularity in Mount Kenya. Once they start branding, once they start going to the ground, people will sign up, plead. These ambitious these political leaders that are aiming to get seats, that are aiming to remove the current members of parliament in Mount Kenya, most of them are going to rush to that party, because that is the current party, that is the new party, that is the party that is now like on the ground. UDA has technically died in Mount Kenya. So this party, and even those ones who are still currently in holding positions, political holding seats in this maybe in parliament or in the county assembly, some of them will try to join this party because they also want to win. And there's one thing unique with Mount Kenya. Mount Kenya has a habit of replacing 90% of their members of parliament in every election. So there's high chances that many young politicians who are looking for seats for the first time, or who are trying to vie to get these seats and have been trying, will rush to UDA, will rush to DCP very fast, so that they can see if they can secure at least a ticket as soon as a party ticket mapema. So that is going to be it. So another thing, is it something that has a potential of pushing, making Ruto a one-term? You know, Gachagua has really tried to sell the narrative that Ruto is a one-term, and it is indeed. Maybe I feel like Ruto will be a one-term president, because I'm trying to see where Ruto will get votes. Honestly, I don't see. I see people keep on telling us Kumi bila break, but I don't see. Now, if we sit politically and reason, now we add to engage a tribe. Where will Ruto get nini? Where will Ruto get votes? Let me just tell me where will Ruto get this one term. Because the biggest voting block for Ruto was Mount Kenya, and Mount Kenya technically has left him completely. That is the reality. Now, if you look at all the other regions, Ruto has not done something for them to make them feel like they'll vote for him in 2027. The truth of the matter is that Ruto has lost ground, and Ruto, hata kama mnasema siju kumi bila break, there's no kumi bila break. Those people who are doing that, they're just doing that because they feel like they can try to change the narrative, but it won't change, because there's no support base. Ruto doesn't have any support base except from Rift Valley region, which I highly doubt that it's going to get votes as much as he got last time, because even in that region he has disappointed them to a bigger extent. So as much as they might vote for him in large numbers, but maybe the turnout might not be as he anticipated, because these people will see no need of going to go back to the ballot and vote for Ruto again after everything that has happened and after everything that he has done to them. So it's going to be tricky for him. It's going to be very difficult for him. So Gachagua has a good chance, because Gachagua has consolidated Mount Kenya. If he is able to sustain that support, that people continue supporting him and listening to him until 2027, Gachagua will have a big say on who is going to be the president, or whether he's going to be the president in 2027. All I know is that if Gachagua goes for the president in 2027, Gachagua is going to lose. And why? Because Kenyans, I think, have reached a point whereby they no longer look for a president from the Mount Kenya region. That is not going to be an option. And there is no influence, there is nothing that Gachagua can tell Kenyans to make sure that Kenyans vote for a Mount Kenya president again. I think Kenyans are looking for other side. Kenyans are looking away from Rift Valley and Mount Kenya. So if Gachagua decides with all the stubbornness that is going to go to the ballot, then those votes of Mount Kenya are going to go to waste, because as much as people will vote for him, but it will not be enough for him to make him the president. And that is what I think the president is looking at. The president is looking at pushing Gachagua to a point whereby he will have no other choice but to say, I'm going for the presidency. Because Pia, you understand, Mount Kenya people have no, like Raila has never been an option to them. So even if Raila is presented to the ballot and Gachagua decides to support Raila, the people of Mount Kenya will not vote for Raila. That is true, and that is a fact. And that is something that even Gachagua knows. So, the truth of the matter is, Gachagua on his wish is wishing that Raila goes to the ballot as himself, and then Ruto stays in the ballot as himself. And then Kenyans and Gachagua will stay on the other side. And the person that the side that Gachagua will stand for, that is the side that is going to win the election. But Gachagua is praying so much that Raila doesn't run for the election in the ballot, because but what I know is that Gachagua cannot support Raila openly. That is the truth, because he knows very well if he does that, Raila will lose, because Mount Kenya people are not going to come out to vote for Raila. This is a man that they have concluded in their heart that is not a good person, and there's no spirit, there's nothing that can change that. So whatever is going to happen, Gachagua is trying to consolidate his support base through the party, which is a good thing. Now let us look at the political side of it, the disadvantage of forming this political party. You know, Gachagua, this party is going to be so popular. And when a party is very popular like this, they tend to be a lot of people who come into that party, not because they have the interest of the party at heart, simply because they want to come in and see where they can benefit, and if they are able to manipulate and find their way in terms of maybe getting seats and everything. And also we have crooks, people who come in the party just to make sure that the party is destroyed from within. So I don't know if Gachagua will be able to withstand the pressure and the constant bickering that is going to happen in his party. I don't know if he's able to control that and is able to handle that. Raila has managed to a very long extent, but you can see even ODM has a lot of infightings. There are always a lot of infightings over these years, all these years that the party has existed, for close to for 20 years now. So the truth of the matter is, I hope Gachagua is up to the task. This is the first time he's forming a political party. He doesn't know how to handle a political party. He doesn't know the dynamics of a political party. He doesn't know the challenges that comes with making sure that the party stays intact all through and through. So it will be something very interesting to watch how Gachagua is going to handle this moving forward. Because remember, we are still a long way to 2027. So a lot of things are going to happen between now and 2027. So how it's going to handle it will determine if the party will live up to 2027 or beyond 2027. Because if he handle it with a lot of chest thumping and a lot of nini, there is high chances it's going to lose that party, and someone will come with an alternative vehicle that again people are going to shift. So Gachagua needs to be very, very smart at it. He needs to make sure that things operate in a very transparent manner, so that he doesn't end up in a situation whereby people are saying, like, people are fighting from within, and they might end up destroying the party from within. So it's a wait and see, because he has launched this party mapema sana. You remember even Ruto launched UDA very late, I think it was almost close to into almost 2022, when you started 2022. For me, I feel like it is a wrong move for him to launch this party now. It was a wrong move. What he could have continued, he could have just continued with sensitizing the Kenyans, telling them what they need to do, telling them all the things about this government, and Angedelea too hivyo, the way he has been continuing for a period, so that he consolidate more and more. Because right now the focus will be on how do I make sure that this party remains intact as much as I go outside there and attack Ruto. So he's going to have a lot on his plate, and people are now coming in to try to take advantage of the situation and everything. So he could have angetulia, angeendelea tu kufanya kenye anafanya until late 2026. That's when he could have launched the party. And then from that point now, it could have been easier for him even to try and because it would have given him time to make sure that the party structure is well in place. Anyway, it's a wait and see. For me, I've said my piece. You can share your opinion in the comment section, but above it all, remain as respectful as possible. Do not insult anyone, do not attack anyone. This is an open space for everyone. And if you want to support this platform, my number is always here. You can send whatever amount you feel you're comfortable with, and I will appreciate, because the purpose of this platform is to make sure that it grows into something that you can accommodate more and more people. So thank you. Until next time, bye-bye.